Hello and welcome to another episode of Ashaya Day Trip Productions. Today is Sunday, July 5th of 2026. And of course, it's the day after the July 4th 250th celebration of these great United States. Proud to say that my house did survive another year of fireworks, so that's always a good thing. Admittedly, I'm not a real big fan of fireworks, but you know, it all worked out good in the end. So today I am just going to want to come, well, I'm back out here at Lake Bentonville, and I just want to kind of come back out here real quick. I'm going to try to do something a little different as far as video recording. I'm going to try using my phone a little bit, just kind of see how that works out. Right now, if you make out the parking lot here, it's not too busy. I might get out and try to do a little bit of fishing, but I'm not expecting in the way of too much biting or anything. It's a little warm out today. It is 84 degrees at 11:20 a.m. So without further ado, let's roll. Right, so I decided first what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of fish for a few minutes. Figured since I'm out here, why not? Lost that bait. Alright, so that little fishing experiment was pretty short-lived. I had lost my hook, my little lure. It got hooked up on something gunk in the water, so lost that. So I figured, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and call it. Like I said, my main idea for coming out here today is just because I want to try just a little bit of different setup. And as you can see, I'm actually using my phone. And I got it a DJI gimbal. Not sure the exact name of this equipment that I'm using. It's DJI, you know, it's like a gimbal for your phone. I will look this up when I get back home. I've actually had it for a while, and so I never really used it, but I want to go ahead and just try to find a little bit more easier options instead of me carrying you know, multiple cameras. Maybe just, you know, I always take my phone with me, so I figured this might be a good way. And of course, right now I'm doing an image with an image, just because I've seen videos with this before, and I kind of like that. I think it's kind of neat, you know, it gives you a little bit, you know, where I'm at, location, but at the same time when I'm talking to the camera, you know, it you know, gives you, you know, look at me. I do also have a microphone. I don't have it hooked up yet, so I'm going to have to do that before I do anything else. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put my equipment back up in my vehicle, and I think we're just going to kind of walk around for a little bit. You see we got geese up there and things, and just kind of enjoy the day. It is a little warm, but it is nice, got a nice little breeze every now and again. Oh, never noticed that before. They actually got a fishing pier down here. Let's walk down here for a minute. Actually never go down this far. We usually walk back the other way. So out here's the family and community fishing program. Brim limit is 25. Largemouth bass is catch and release only. Trout limit is 5, and catfish limit is 3. And I don't think they have to stock this lake with a trout. I don't know if they, of course, obviously it's too hot for it now, but usually sometimes if you come out here like I don't know, probably, I don't know, January, February, you might be able to catch a trout. I actually caught one out here at one time. So you got cafe, playground right there. Looks like there's a lot of gunk on this end too. Alright. Cool. Not a bad spot. Never knew it was out here. So you never know. You come out to your place countless times and then you walk a little farther the other way. You never know what you're going to come across. Water looks pretty clean out here. You might be able to... I see a turtle out there. Okay, cool. So what I am doing, I am just using my phone, my iPhone. Well, iPhone. Using my phone. It's actually a Motorola. So it's like Dream On, you know, iPhone. But no, so just and I have, of course, I have this DJI gimbal that works for phones, which is actually more for iPhone than it is for an Android, but it works decent enough. So I'm just kind of looking for something that I can just like carry easy enough, and because you know I have to carry my phone with me every day, but I don't always carry, you know, I don't always want to carry a camera or anything. I actually have a microphone, and I actually forgot to put it on, but I figure, you know what, wind's not blowing too bad, so I think we'll just kind of do without that for today. So I guess you could, yeah, like they're fishing over there on that side too, so you can go out there and go fishing. Don't know if you have to, I don't know if you actually have to, you know, be out there to eat or what, but there you go. So another thing too, I'm actually just using my phone for the video recording. There is a DJI, I think it's called Mimo, that is the app. But I figured I just kind of just want to use my phone, just make it a little easier. And of course, along the way you do have some art pieces. They got a little signage to let you know what they are about and who created them. You see, I don't know if you make it out. See, there's a turtle out there, and yeah, you know. Figure what I'll do, probably just kind of walk up to the beaver habitat area. Just kind of hang out there for a few minutes. But yeah, you can, you know, like I said, there are places, you know, where you can ride your bike along this part of the trail, you know, where it's concrete. But up here we get to like the boardwalk, and certainly over there you see there's no railing. But over here you have railing, but they still prefer that you know, you walk your bike or scooter or whatever it is you have. No, hold on. I stand corrected. You know, the sign's a little bit faded, but you can see that's actually letting you know, yeah, you can ride your bike along here. I imagine that's because, I always gotta watch the plants, but I imagine that's because you do have railing there. But if you come over this way, if it's still visible, looks like their signs are fading a little bit. It says, please walk bikes. So there you go. And I think it's kind of obvious why they want you to walk your bikes. Just gonna kind of walk around. See if you see any interesting creatures or anything. I will tell you honestly that this is probably one of the best parts of Bentonville. You know, Bentonville is the land of Walmart, so a lot of businesses and things like that is going to be all about Walmart. But you do have a nice sections, you know, trails, and I'm pretty sure Walmart probably contributes to this in some way. So, you know, obviously you can hear the sounds of the street in the background, so you know you are in town. But this is just kind of a nice little part where you can just kind of get away, you know. I like this tree. It's pretty neat. I like old trees like that. I don't know what kind it is, but there you go. Oh, man. So anyway, so just kind of want to, of course, talk a little bit. I haven't put out too much in the way of videos this year, not as much as I was wanting to do. Just trying to, you know, trying to find a way where I could do like small fishing videos, because I want to do like community lakes and things like that. So I'm trying to figure out a way. Why I came out here today is just because I want to figure out a way to, you know, kind of have something convenient and easy to use. That way, you know, you can just kind of go out and see what, kind of see what the layout of the land looks like, if you will, and just kind of maybe cast out a few casts in the water. So if you come up this way, you're pretty much, I think, here major. I think this is 102 up here. Might be I Street. One or the other. Seeing the got some water kind of runs throughout. Yeah, I think this is. Yeah, this is I Street. So if you kind of walk up this way, back around, that will take you back up to the parking lot. See if I walk up this way here just a little bit. This is where you pull in at. You see there's the cafe there, and there's the parking lot. And right here they also have a art installation, or what they call an art piece. We'll call it an art piece. How about that? Like I said, it gives you some information of the artist and what the art piece is about. So that's a cute little walk, you know, if you just kind of want to get out just for a minute and just kind of walk around, you know, that's a short little walk you can take. So you can do that. So yeah, I've been out to this like a lot lately, and trying to do videos and such, but it's just things weren't turning out real good as far as just the quality that, you know, I want it to be at, which is nothing professional by any means, but you know, I want it to be decent. So I had actually bought some items just because I want to do like hands-free video recording, like if I'm going fishing or just, you know, for a walk or bike ride, especially things like that. So I bought a neck mount, but unfortunately it wasn't, as I pretty much expected, wasn't real sturdy, so the video didn't turn out real good. So I pretty much have to scratch that. I do have a chest mount I can use, but it's not the most comfortable thing, so I just wanted to kind of explore some options. I do like that tree. Some options just to kind of, you know, try out different ideas. Because the kind of videos I do, you know, is pretty much, it's not going to be just one particular type of video. You know, it's going to be exploring, which I will be doing more of. I think, especially now with 4th of July being over, I think it's going to be a really good time to start heading out a little bit. As I said, I don't really like fireworks. I'm not really 4th of July. Kind of want to be out in that, but also don't like crowds. And it's hard to do videos when, you know, it's real crowded, so. So yeah, but now that that holiday's over, of course I know it's really hot out now, but you know, I think it's time to kind of get out a little bit more, just kind of explore the area. See, and you can see right there, that's just right there's the other walkway. So yeah. And I do actually have some plans. I will be doing some things out of town. One I already have booked, so of course I will be doing videos in regards to that. So hopefully I'll get some good videos to share. I think this year, I think me and Branson, Missouri, are going to be kind of friends. In this area, there's not a whole lot out there as far as just like, you know, touristy type things, places. But Branson's a couple hours drive from me, so I figured I'll go out there and kind of do some things out there. And of course, I also want to explore some more of the parks in Missouri, especially. Of course, I also want to do like community lakes, community parks, you know, and this is a really good starting point out here at Lake Bentonville. I don't go to Fayetteville very often. I'm not really a fan of the drive. It's a little bit of a pain. So I don't really go south too much, but I do like the drive to Missouri. Missouri's really a nice drive. Pretty much, you know, once you get kind of towards Joplin, you go towards Springfield, you know, you get a little bit of traffic, but it's not bad. All right, here we are back out at the lake. I think what I'll do now is just kind of walk up here, see what we're looking like. So I am, like I said, I am using my phone pretty much just by itself. I'm not using the app because the app, in my case, the screen within the screen, or they call it dual view, doesn't work on the app. So I just want to, you know, just use basically my phone pretty much. But I needed stabilization because on the Motorola, my phone here, using the dual view, there's no stabilization, and I have to have stabilization in my case, can't do it without it. So I had this gimbal kind of just sitting around, and I figured, you know what, today is as good as today as any to try to get out and use it a little bit, just try to get a feel for it. And up here this way, there's another art piece up here. And there's also a map up here too. Right now we're going towards the Osage Park. And sign says habitat restoration in progress. See, oh yeah, another thing, you can't swim out here at Lake Bentonville, just so you know. Not that you would want to, because don't. It's pretty gross, a lot of crap in it. Let's see here, so we are, current location is where that star is at. I think right up there we see the beaver up there in the corner. I think we're gonna walk up that way. And of course, you know, over here, you know, they do have the archery range, which is way on the other side. And of course there's more parking, playgrounds, pickleball courts is over there, and the food trucks section's also over there. But we're gonna walk up here and just take a look at the water. I just walk up this way because I know there's more water up here. Of course, that's a little information about that artwork piece up there. I didn't see any signage on the concrete there that you can't ride your bike on this section. It's pretty wide, so it might be okay. Over here you got woods. And of course, there's the street. And I think that is I Street as well. Some pretty flowers out there. Habitat restoration in progress. Please stay on path. So there you go. Not that I would recommend you walk out and all that. Oh no, there's been a lot lately and about tick bites and the meat allergy disease in particular, which is called alpha-gal syndrome. I never heard of it before, so I never, paid any mind about that, but of course I am aware of ticks. I don't want ticks on me, but I guess, where I work at, we have a group, probably about 16 people, and there's 3 out of 16 people that have that allergy, so just so you know, be careful, use the tick spray and all that. And that's one thing I like about fishing out there at that little part of Lake Bentonville. There's, they mow the grass. In that little section I was in, it was just dirt. So, And the trails out here, they pretty much go every which way. I pretty much just took the scenic route. That's actually the sign. I walked around that way instead of straight. And honestly, I don't know why, but, there you go. And this little sign right here is just telling you that the archery range is that away. Basically, it's pretty much on the other side, so, if you want to do archery, you probably do better park on the other side. And right here, this is the, just a little, I guess, waterfall, if you will, if you want to call it that. There's no water running on the other side right now, but you see we got some geese out there. I don't know, I think I could zoom in, maybe, nope, can't zoom in. But, it's a nice place, pretty place to come out and take some pictures. Nice little shady spot right here, too. Oh, feels good. Nice little breeze. Whew. Oh, yeah. Beautiful spot, and there are people that come out, fish, just kind of right there. So there's I've seen people catch fish right there, so good spot to come out to. You have to walk a little bit too, but it's not too bad. Here you can see we got some of the water coming this way. Got a bunch of plants in the water. I've been out here before in this section. I think there used to be like a rail right here. And I was just kind of hanging over the rail, and just a snake just happened to kind of swim just right underneath. I did see a fish there. Yeah, kind of making out small fish out here in this section. That's another thing too about out here. It seems like the terrain kind of changes all the time, because I could have sworn I've been out here and it's pretty much just all water, but now we got, plants growing, and you got pretty flowers, so it's pretty neat. If you come out here more than one occasion, you can always see something new. Of course, I would probably recommend that you bring something to drink. You know, it is pretty hot out here. Bring some water, keep hydrated, which I did not do, by the way. And there are places where you do have some bench seating, and this one right here actually has a little bit of a cover to it. So I'm going to walk up this way, I think, where the beaver habitat is. Oh yeah, here you got some signs that tell you, the blue signs tell you it's okay to ride your bike that way. And I think that just has to do, it's because it's wide, whereas like this section you'd have to walk your bike because it's just so not very wide at all. Same thing here. Actually, I'm going to go up this way, because this way right here, it gives you information throughout the park. This is the wet prairie section, gives you a little bit of information. And really you got two different paths, and they all basically wind up at the same place. I'm gonna walk up here and just kind of see what the water is looking like. We had a lot of rain over the past month, but it's been pretty dry here lately. Oh yeah, wow, it's insane. It's so neat. I remember coming out here, you just see water, and now it's all plants. It's pretty neat. You see, I don't know if you make it out, kind of, see how there's water down there. It's marshy. Got plenty of birds and dragonflies. Here's some water up here. Whew, the breeze feels good. Don't know what it's going to sound like on this phone, but it feels good standing out here. And of course you can see we got more water. I guess all of that's like lily pads, I guess. I don't know what those are called because I'm not really a plant person. I don't know much about it, but that's pretty neat. I tell you, man, it just changes all the time. And I think they used to have railing out here, but we had, a tornado came through, so I could have sworn at one time we had railing like all the way down here along this section of path, but I could be wrong. I've come out here before, I've seen, turtles and all I see is a bunch of green. And I hear like something like, I don't know if you can hear it. I hear like something like popping. I don't know if it's bugs getting the water or what, but I hear like little popping noises, like there may be something kind of popping in the water or something, but some of these big plants. So I got all kinds of plant life. I don't know what these things are called, but they're pretty neat. Yeah, I don't really see anything swimming yet. See something sticking out of the water. I'm not sure, that looks like it might be a log. Maybe. Now, this part of Arkansas, we do not have alligators, so if that's a concern, you don't have to worry about that. And that right there, that's just I Street. Just run right there. Uh-oh. Oh, what was that? I bet there's a turtle. got nice little water over here. See, nice little natural waterfall, it looks like it there. So, see, looks like we got a turtle out there. Well, we got a couple of turtles out there swimming. That's one thing this area has, is a lot of turtles. But no alligators, so that's good. So I like these trees out here. Pretty much, you know, dead trees like that, they're pretty awesome to look at. Being a cool backdrop, you know, for a good photo op. Got a big lily pad right there in the water. Let's see. Well, look at that bird feather. Make it out. And let's see. Right here you got a bench, and there's some information right here next to it. This is the beaver wetland area. And those things, those plants are called cattails. Alright, so, you know, it's a nice little place to come out, take a walk. You like to see some wildlife, you know, it's a good spot. Do a little fishing. You got food trucks, pickleball, pretty much got it all. It's a nice little park. As I said, it's probably the best part of Bentonville, just so you know. Alright, so I hope you have enjoyed today's video. Please subscribe, there will be more to come. I will start getting myself out there in the world. I'm just going to kind of explore a little bit some of the places in northwest Arkansas and southeast Missouri. But I did also want to just kind of tell you what I was using today is a DJI Osmo Mobile 6 smartphone 3-axis gimbal stabilizer. And I bought this thing back in 2024, and today was actually the first time I have really used it. So I just want to kind of put that out there, just let you know if that's something you're interested in. I would recommend, though, if you do get something like this, get probably more of the basic, just something that you have to like push a button, turn on. So mine is actually, once you open it, it automatically comes on, and that could be kind of a pain when you're trying to put your phone on it. But that's gonna do it all for me today. Until next time, bye.